So it was like the week of graduation, senior year. So high school's ending. It's a huge deal. I went to a Catholic high school with a bunch of meathead retard guys, and so we had like a half day or whatever. So it was a Friday. So we said we're getting out at noon. We're all going to this park, and we're gonna buy a bunch of kegs and just drink in the sunshine all
Mm,
day. You
mm.
know,
Day
17-year-old shit.
Yeah, day drinking,
Yeah,
good times.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Being drunk when the sun's up.
exactly. So, we're throwing frisbee, we're wrestling, whatever the hell it is. And so we get word. I had a beeper back then. That's how long ago this was. And we get word, hey, Jay's having a party at his house. So we're like, woo! Now we're all tuned up from the booze, and the sun's going down. So we're like, let's go to Jay's house. So we get on the highway. It's rush hour. It's like 5, 6 o'clock. I'm on the highway. It's bumper to bumper. I got a 1971 Cutlass
Mm.
convertible, beautiful Oldsmobile. And I need to get off on this exit. And this guy, I'm like, can I get in? Can I get in? I'm hammered. And the guy's
Yeah.
like, no. And he kind of like, fuck off. So I get behind him and I bump him because I was pissed. So this
A
is
little
all
love
my
tap,
fault.
a little love
Yeah,
tap.
little
There you
love
go.
tap.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Nobody got hurt. No damage done. But I realize I'm in the wrong here. This guy could probably see this and fuck my world up. But gave him a love tap, and I'm sitting there with my buddy. Now, my friend is a psycho. He's, I think he was a freshman at the time, so he was like 14. He looked
Yeah.
like a 9-year-old. He's skinny. He's wiry. He's got, fucking disheveled hair. He's sticky. He's young. He's got chocolate around his mouth. He's a
He's a
kid.
psycho in training.
Yes.
Yes, there you go.
But he would do anything you said. That's the only reason we hung out with him. We're seniors, and I'm hanging out with this kid because you could say, hey, go up to that guy and punch him in the face, and he would do it. He was that kid.
It's a good friend to have.
Good friend to have.
You never know when you're going to play that card.
He's now in jail, obviously. But this kid was like a living legend.
Yeah.
And, we look like weirdos hanging out with him, but he was that wild. I mean, he skipped school to come drink with us as a freshman. This kid
Yeah.
was a psycho, but great kid. And I think his dad died in front of him. He's got a whole history. But so I'm with him, and we bump the guy. So the guy's like in the mirror, like the rear view, like, what the fuck? I'll kill you. We're like, all right, whatever. I got this guy here. I'm fine. And so I bump him again because I'm like, hey, you want to go? Let's go. And then he puts the car in park, gets out, walks past me. So you're kind of like, uh-oh, here we go. He's walking towards us, walks past me, gets my license plate, slams on the trunk, and gets back in his car. And we were kind of like, oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
So he just got right back in his car?
Got right back in his car. So we thought, like, this is it. He's going to, swing at us, but it was a smart move. And we're like, all right, whatever. Now, he pulls out a fucking Nokia brick from 88. And
like the fucking Wall
Gordon
Street cell
Gekko.
phone. Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. And I was like, oh, that's weird. Whatever. Okay. It's 2001, 2000. I don't know. And so now we get off the interstate. Now we're on the street level. And we're on Magazine Street and Race. I remember this perfectly. We're at a red light. He stops in the intersection. And he's like, he stops at the end of the intersection. So I'm in the intersection. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. He's fucked me. And this car's coming this way on the right. So I didn't know what to do. The guy, there's a bar on the corner. This guy in a leather jacket, I remember, bald guy, runs out of the bar, jumps in my back seat, pulls my friend, 14-year-old
The
friend.
psycho friend.
Friend.
Bad
in
move.
the back, and they're just fighting like it's a swashbuckler movie or like Roadhouse. They're just on their knees on a back seat, fist fighting each other. This is a man.
Now, is your friend, is he the psycho friend that sadistically enjoys getting in fights?
Yes.
I would have a friend, I had a friend growing up where you would hit him in the face and he would enjoy it. Like, he'd literally start smiling. He'd be like, hit me again, motherfucker. Like, is he that kind of friend?
He was completely that guy. But he's little, which is even scarier. It's like, they make every ghost movie has a little kid as the ghost because kids are fucking scary.
Yeah.
And this kid's got nothing to lose. His dad was shot in front of him. He's sticky. He's got chocolate on him.
God damn.
He's going at it. So they're just like, ah! And I'm like trying to steer, but also hit the guy. And I just panic. I go, throw him out. So this kid gets like mom strength when the kid's under the car and they flip the car over.
Yeah.
He gets mom strength and he just grabs the guy, throws him. I watch him roll over my trunk and just roll on the ground like in a movie. So we're like, ah! I'm just freaking out. It's like 6 PM in the middle of a major city. And this guy's just rolling on the ground. And I'm like, what the fuck? This really escalated. What are we going to do? So we get to Jay's house. We tell everybody the story. We're like, this is crazy. We get even drunker. It kind of time passes by. Now my beeper's going crazy. Beep, beep, 911, boop, boop, emergency, beep, boop,
Mm.
boop. I'm like, what the hell? So it's my mom. And she's like, answer me, answer me, answer me. So I call my mom and I'm like doing my good sober voice. Hello, mother. And she's like, get over here. The cops are here. What the hell did you do? You killed a guy. He's in the hospital. You're going to jail. Your life is over. And I'm like,
Yeah.
ah! So I'm like, I got to go home. And my friend goes, wait, if you're going home, eat this. And he pulls out a big Jif and he scoops a
Jif.
hand out and puts it in my mouth.
And that was the same psycho friend gave you
Different
the
guy. That
different
was Jay.
guy.
That was the party
Jay.
guy. Yeah.
Okay, so you got the one friend. You got some good friends right there. 'Cause You got
Yeah.
the one friend that's willing to get his ass kicked in a fight, and he enjoys it.
Yeah.
So he's getting something out of it selfishly. You know, maybe he wanted to have a good day, so he's like, I'm just gonna fucking throw myself in there.
Totally.
And then the other friend wants to absorb the alcohol in your system with the peanut butter. So
Well-
he's thinking about, how am I gonna look out for Mark's health? And the other one's
Exactly.
like, how am I gonna look out for Mark's health?
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
different ways, both come together.
Good
It's
guys.
a beautiful story.
It was the peanut butter was for the breath.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
move for the kids
That
at
is-
home.
So yeah, that's a good point. So it soaks up the alcohol, and then you can also talk to your mom in person,
Yes.
with the sober voice that you practice on the phone,
Exactly.
and then you're good to go.
Yeah. So, I'm petrified, but the booze is keeping me calm. I get to my house, there's 8 cop cars there. I walk in and there's like 4 cops in my living room drinking coffee out of a little thing, my
Probably
mom,
some whiskey in there.
Yeah, but my mom's like, serving them. It was super weird. And they're like, sit down, what happened? And I tell them my whole story. And in my head, I'm like, I'm nailing this, but I'm probably like, I don't remember it. But the cop was like, look, I'm on a level with you, kid. This guy says you pushed him out of a car and ran him over. If that's true, you're in a lot of trouble. Let's go outside and see the car. And he goes out and he goes, that fits the description. I'm like, I didn't run over anybody. I swear to God, a guy jumped in my car. I tried to keep it somewhat truthful. And he goes, let me smell your breath. And I breathed right in the cop's face. He was like, well, you don't smell like alcohol. And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, I maybe had a beer at 2:00, And he's like, all right. And then they left. And my parents are like, what the hell's wrong with you? What really happened? Blah, blah, blah. And eventually I got a subpoena. I got sued or whatever. I got to go to court. And so, long story short, we went to court, me and my dad, and the guy didn't show up.
The guy, this whole time, the guy didn't show up to court, and then nothing happens. Then
That was
Like
it.
you just get off.
You just
if
got
he doesn't
off.
show up to defend himself.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. So, moral of the story: keep peanut butter in your
Yes,
glove box.
yes.
Just in case, whether you're
Exactly.
solo driving or driving with friends. And so this guy's still in jail. Then your psycho friend.
I
Or,
believe.
he
He
would-
went to boarding school when like a few years later, like boarding school, like off in the middle of nowhere in Mississippi. And then after that, I think he got some drug stuff and went to jail.
He sounds like a fun prison pen pal to have. I was looking into that during the pandemic because I was, bored like millions of other people.
Yeah.
And prison pen pals came up, and he probably writes some colorful letters back and forth. And
I should keep in touch. Yeah. I'm sure he's, like an Aryan Nation guy in prison.
yeah,
I'm sure he runs that yard with an iron fist.
yeah. Still got the iron fist that he developed as a child. Now hopefully his body's grown into the fist.
Yeah, you hope, because he was a little dude.